Hello everyone. Lots of children come to us with lots of disorders and problems which are not recognized early in their life, which then go and spread into the other areas of their life. For example, academic areas, their social interaction areas, their sleep areas. So today, I, Gavneet Kaur Pruthi, practicing clinical and child psychologist, is going to tell you some of the indicators due to which you should also come to know that you need to go to the clinical psychologist or the psychiatrist and take the intervention for the problems of the children. The first one is the child is having lot of sleeping problems since few months, and the child is not able to handle these sleeping problems, which is interfering in his daily functioning. So you need to go and consult the psychiatrist or the clinical psychologist so that they can see or dig into the root cause of these sleeping problems, which further does not interfere in their daily routines or academic areas and etc. The second one is that the child is putting a lot of efforts in his or her studies, but the grades are not matching his or her performance. The child is studying daily, the child is studying the whole day, the child is going to the tuitions and putting a lot of efforts. By the parents are also putting lots of efforts, but the grades are very poor. So you need to go and consult the clinical psychologist, so can they can do the battery of tests so that you can come to know that whether there is a learning disability in your child or not. By learning disability, I mean that the child is having problems in reading, writing, spelling, arithmetic, memory, comprehension, any kind of area. Whether the child is having disability or not in these areas, disorder or not, has to be assessed by the clinical psychologist, so that further the academic area and the intervention can be given to the child and the academic area improves. Further, some of the children have lot of worries. So if your child is worrying a lot about anything, and the worry is very persistent, continuous, you need to go and consult the clinical psychologist so that they can intervene into it. Further, lots of children come to us, and a lot of parents come to us, that the children do not eat, and when there is eating time, they eat from outside. They do not eat from home. During the eating, they have lots of behavior problems. They avoid eating. They have lot of substitutes being given to them during the eating. So these eating problems also come under the clinical psychology area, for which you should consult them. Further, some of the children have developed the fears of going to the school, or the phobias of some kind of phobias. Like, for example, they are not going to the school, they have the phobia of cockroaches or anything, any fears which the child have developed, which is not going since months or since weeks. So you need to consult the appropriate clinical psychologist so that they can intervene. Further, I would say that if you have noticed since few months that the performance of the child in the school has changed, or it is decreasing gradually, you need to intervene, or you need to consult the psychologist or the clinical psychologist or the psychiatrist, and the battery of tests have to be done. So that we can know that what are the issues due to which the child's performance in the school is degrading. Is it due to his or her confidence? Is it due to some of the academic disabilities? Is it due to the family environment that the child is not able to perform in the school, whether it is online medium or it is offline medium? I would also like to add here that a lot of children nowadays are also experimenting with the drugs and the alcohol in the school areas. I mean to say that when they are in the school going age, so they are basically practicing these drugs or experimenting with these drugs and alcohol outside the school areas. premises at home, or due to the peer pressure they are doing all this. So for that also you need to consult clinical psychologist, so that this problem does not increases and become some kind of antisocial behaviors in your children. So a lot of people also come to us who says that the children have relationship issues while they are going to the school. Nowadays relationship issues are also in, like for example the girlfriend and boyfriend issues. So if these issues are not getting I mean to say, if these issues are not getting solved, you need to consult the clinical psychologist, so that they can dig into the problems and dig into the relationship issues of your children, and intervene properly, so that it does not interfere in their school or the academic areas. So these are some of the indicators due to which you should consult your children, or come to the clinical psychologist and take the therapy, take the needful help. And you can also consult me. I am practicing clinical and child psychologist in New Delhi. If you want to add something in this video, you can also add. And this is just the information which I want to give today. Thank you so much.